Good afternoon and welcome, fifth grade band parents. We are so excited to have you join us today. We're going to keep this parent meeting virtually very brief. Just a couple quick things that we need to share with you for the day. Give you a little idea of what you're in store for with your beginning musician. They're not going to sound professional grade right away, so we want to make sure you have realistic expectations and understand what fifth grade band looks like, sixth grade band, and all the way up through their graduation at hopefully Anderson or Turpin High School. I am Toby Biederman. I'm the band director in 5 buildings at Anderson High School. I also help out at Nagel, but I am primarily the band director at Ayer, Summit, and Maddox. Here in a minute, you're going to meet my colleague, Mr. Funke, real name, correct, for music, at Wilson, Sherwood, and Mercer. And he's going to walk you through the program, and then he's going to send it back to me, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the day. And if you ever have any questions about anything, feel free to please email us. Our emails will be on the doc that we have shared with you. So I hope you have a great day. Enjoy that music making. Encourage those nasty, ugly sounds. They do get better, I promise. We've been doing this for a while, and it's just a blast to see them grow. So hope you have fun. See you soon.
Hello, I'm Mr. Funke, and I am the band director at Mercer, Sherwood, and Wilson Elementaries, as well as the assistant director at Turpin High School. The Forest Hills Band Program is excited to have your child joining us this year. The way our program works is that we start band in the elementaries at 5th and 6th grade, where you'll have Mr. Biederman and I as your students' primary directors. Then, when it's time to transition into 7th and 8th grade, you'll have Mr. Sheridan at Nagel, assisted by Mr. Gall, Mr. Weshy, Mr. Biederman, and myself. After those 2 wonderful years with Mr. Sheridan, your students will break into the 2 high schools led by Mr. Gall and Mr. Weshy, again assisted by Mr. Biederman and myself. As you can see, Mr. Biederman and I will personally see your child's growth from 5th grade until their high school graduation and hope to give them the most exciting and memorable experiences of their schooling career. And behind every program, there's always a group of awesome parents working behind the scenes helping to provide for these wonderful experiences your child will have. The Forest Hills Band Boosters help with all levels of band program, from helping with supplies and repairs at the elementaries, all the way to helping outfit the marching band with new uniforms. Much of what we do as directors is greatly affected by the work our parent volunteers carry out, and our boosters are always welcoming new members to join. If you would like to join the Forest Hills Band Boosters, you can find the membership form under Support and Booster tabs at fhbands.org. This year is going to be a fun-filled, crazy ride as we navigate national, state, and county guidelines regarding the safety of performing in band class. I know most of this info has already been communicated through recent emails, but I want to mention a few items again. As band directors, we have purchased special instrument masks and bell covers for all students 5 through 12 playing a wind instrument. This is to cut down and contain the amount of aerosols that are produced while playing. These masks should be washed weekly and brought back each week for class while the bell covers can stay on their instruments. Students all have assigned seats in class that are distanced according to state and national guidelines for playing instruments, and we will also be sanitizing between classes to keep the spreading of germs to a minimum. We will be utilizing Schoology to communicate with all of our students, including Virtual Academy, and use as our primary set of communication should we transition to remote learning again. So please make sure you're checking that weekly. That's all the information I have to share, and I'll turn it back to Mr. Biederman for your students' goals for the day. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. It's me again. I just want to follow up with you and let you know the plan for the day. I know in pandemic times, March, April, May, when we were doing remote learning, 100% for all of us, we learned a lot of new tools, and sometimes we're not always comfortable with all those tools. I did the same thing with my kids at home, and it got frustrating sometimes. However, we're going to do our best today because we don't want to leave anybody out. We want in-person, face-to-face, our remote virtual learners all to have the same chance at success today. So this is what we're asking your students to do. First of all, on that green sheet that we sent you on Thursday, all of those links down below for woodwind, brass, percussion, and strings, those should now be live, and your student can get on a device, log in, just click on the link, and they'll be directed to some videos. Just like we all learn new skills on YouTube this summer. I learned how to tune a lawnmower we're asking the kids to learn 3 skills today and tomorrow and whenever they can around soccer games and football practices. We're asking them to learn, number 1, how to put their instrument together, take it apart. Number 2, make their first sounds. Forewarned, they're not always pretty. And skill number 3 is their first note. If your child knows more, tell them to share more. If they are still struggling, tell them to do their best. Encourage them. This should not end in tears. If they are frustrated, pause, come back later, or not at all. We'll follow up next week. We want them to try their best. So here's what they're going to do. They're going to get on their Schoology, which they should be very familiar with by now. They're going to go in. They should have a class for 5th grade band. Here's mine over at Maddox, Air, and Summit. Mr. Funke will have one for the other 3 elementaries. They're going to hop on down and go to Beginning Instrument Fair. Under Beginning Instrument Fair, they will find 3 skills right there. When they click on the skill that they're ready to demonstrate, after they watch the first skills videos, they're going to get in here, and this flip grid is embedded in the Schoology. They're going to go right on down. They'll log in using their Forest Hills email and then get to this page, which is pretty easy. Tells them what to do, how much time they'll have. They'll record a response right there, and it automatically uploads. Mr. Funke and I can see them and check off our 120 plus 5th graders' skills remotely. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Please email one of us. We will try to get back to you as quickly as we can this weekend. I know we're all going to be hopping. If you have any tech support issues, just, again, email us. And, again, at the end of the day, do your best. That's what we're asking your kids to do. If it becomes a frustration, push pause. We'll follow up next week. While we're going, I wanted to remind you that if you would be so kind, we would love for you to support our awesome Forest Hills Band Boosters. Awesome organization, supports elementary schools, the middle school at Nagel, and obviously our Anderson Turpin High School bands along with the Forest Hills program. We're going to ask you to do a quick Google form one more time. We'll let you update your address, email, all of that contact information if anything's changed, or if you have got emails going to one parent, you want to go to both. Great place to update that. And also, we're going to ask for a T-shirt size and a couple of bits of information about your kiddo so that we get to know them a little bit better. The T-shirt information is for the boosters to buy you all the T-shirt that will serve as their uniform this year for concerts. So a lot of stuff going on. I hope you get excited about watching your kids grow and learn. If you have exciting things to share and you don't want to wait for us to see them on the Flipgrid, tweet us. We've got a new handle at FHES Bands, and we would love to see things flying our way this weekend, and hopefully your kids get excited. Thanks for helping to foster that excitement. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email Mr. Funke or myself, and have a great weekend. Have some fun.